I think she's top notch. She was pretty unlucky behind Bunstorm in the heat of the Laurels last week. She was almost a moral beaten, and she deserved to be in that Laurels final on Thursday night. She comes here off the red here tonight. She's in really good form. This is her toughest test. She's only had the 8 career starts, Jay. So start number 9 tonight, coming against some really quality greyhounds. She comes up with the red, and I think she's in a real sweet spot of form. She's most probably the next up and comer with Epitomise coming through the ranks, in my personal opinion.
So it's quite tight up the top of the market here. Again, Bella $2, whereas Poppy $2.90, Stomping $8.50. From a fluctuations point of view, not a lot's going on. So our friend Nathan Gretsch has nailed this market for race 10 at the Meadows. Don Hugo's just gone berserk at Menangle, so we'll hold our breath until Sky Racing 1 jump on board before we get the latest from Nathan. Stomping's another one that's $8, where he's been in better form in the past. Not that he's going bad at the moment, but he'd have to bring his finest work and more to go on and win this race here at the Meadows. But obviously, all the attention surrounds Gambella and also Where's Poppy. And personally, I think Where's Poppy's more than likely to go forward and lead Gambella as Sky Racing 1 join us after Don Hugo's gone berserk at Menangle. Nathan Rooney, there's 2 main contenders in this market, Gambella and Where's Poppy. How do you separate them?
Oh, Gambella's ideally drawn here. Where's Poppy was very good at Sandown, running 29.14 off the wide draw. Ground's got speed and wants to move up the track. She'll give Gambella all the run early to the corner and give her the room, and I think she's going well enough to take that run. So I've gone 1 Gambella on top. Where's Poppy, an experienced campaigner, 21 wins from 37 starts, including a 29.14 win last week, the main danger. 4 Stomping into third, greyhound who resumed in the heat of the Hobart Thousands and was impressive. He's been a group winner here at the track in the past, and Zipping Wing Cup number 8 in for 4th. 1, 2, 4 and 8 my numbers.
Top battle here between the main chances in the market, and by the way, how good was Epitomise in the Group 1 Silver Chief? Ran in the previous. This is a 10th. Let's get up to James.
All in. Green light turned on. Favourites in the red, Gambella. Set to jump now. Often racing, and Where's Poppy clearly beats out Gambella, and Where's Poppy's going to explode to the first corner. Out by 2 or 3 to Gambella, who tracks up to second. Yogenbell over to third placing, and then City Limit underneath of Extradited. Railing through now Video Referee, and they're followed by Zipping Wing Cup, Stomping. And now at the end of the field, City Limit off the back, and Where's Poppy? She is carving out time. 3 lengths to Gambella, 6 to Yogenbell. It's Where's Poppy and Gambella. They have a match race of their own, but Where's Poppy's going to pinch it. Where's Poppy? Won it by a length over Gambella. They've stopped the clock at 29.69. Third Video Referee made up an abundance of ground with Stomping and then Zipping Win Cup, Extradited. And at the end of the field, one of the last to clock in there, Zipping Win Cup. Time is a very quick 29.69.
One of the best performances we've seen tonight. We've seen some bloody good ones, whether he's smooth train. I'm getting caught up with bloody Shane Williams late at night. My brain's fried. Smooth Plane trialled earlier on. Epitomise was so good in the Silver Chief. Mapunga Tully was good, Nath. But I think that was one of the better runs that we've seen. Where's Poppy? Got out in front, led, super fast splits. And Gambella, I mean, had every chance. Just not quick enough, but she still went fast.
She still went good. She's only had the 9 starts, 5 wins, 2 minors next to her name. And she was just beaten by a better one there, 5 even. 17.63 up the back, Where's Poppy? And just had the experience, Where's Poppy's. 38 starts now for 22 wins. Built most of her form up in South Australia before coming to Steve Bruce White. Come through for the Melbourne Cup Series and been quite eye-catching. I was on her last start where she ran 29.14 off the wide draw. Thought she wouldn't have had too much work around the Meadows, and I thought that was what she was lacking here. Greyhound that, she's been only over from South Australia for a couple of months, done most of the work around Sandown. I assume she come to Steve ready for a tilt at the Melbourne Cup. She's come over now to the Meadows. She might have had a look, maybe 2 at the most, and she was able to run the arms off the clock there. 5 dead, 17.63, 29.69 overall. She's the real deal. She's a greyhound that's got plenty of ability. she'd be close to Steve's heart, to be honest. She's Sanachi out of Fabwick, so she's greyhounds in a line that Steve's had a real affiliation with, and owner Kieran Corby own both the sire and the dam. So they've been quite a good line, especially in South Australia, but a lot of Steve's success of recent times has come from Kieran's line and dogs that Kieran's own that she's sent over. And Where's Poppy is certainly well and truly good enough to continue that run we just seen then. She does use a bit of the track, Jay, so she handled herself off box 2 quite well, but the 5 even to the mark's the quickest first split we've seen all night. And from there, she was able to dictate from the front. Gambella lost no admirers into second, and the reserve video referee into third was beaten a long way, but that was a bit of an improved run. It was a pretty hot race. The 2 main ones in the market really dictated from the front, put a big gap in to third, but full credit to Where's Poppy, and don't jump off the Gambella train. She was quite good. She just didn't have the speed in the first 2 sectionals to stick with Where's Poppy, but closed off quite strong.
Yes, you're right. No, speaking of good operators, Kieran Corby, I mean, my mind goes back to not only Seneca, who was the king of Albion Park for a period of time, and he must have made a good impact, because every time I look up and say there's a good dog that's won at Albion Park, more often than not, it's by Seneca. But it didn't end there. The likes of Tawitri, who won a launching pad, who had immense early speed. There'd have to be more. And Kieran had one young one going around South Australia. He was in the Derby, I think. He didn't run anywhere, and I haven't seen his name since, but geez, he could run. But you're right, good operator, and that's a special thing to do. To have a good one like Where's Poppy, side by one of your own, and the dam one of your own. That wouldn't happen too often.
No, this dam line has produced ever since I've been in the game. And
how good's this? Not sure who this
he's got in there, but he's happy.
Gentleman is, but how happy is he?
Yep. Even Steve's happy. I don't know if he can get up off the ground, but look, he's dusting the sand.
It's definitely not Steve's, I'll tell you that.
No, they've had a really good relationship, have Kieran Corby and Steve White, since, as you've touched on, Tawitri, Fabwick, Sanachi's been the king of them, but she sends them down. She does all the work herself, and she breeds her own litters, and she rears them, and she does all the base work at her Victor Harbour property in South Australia, and then she gets what she can out of them, and then when they're above average, she's more than happy to send them down to Steve, and they've built a really good